And I call her Auntie Looming. She owns a Montessori. She said, the first thing we teach the children is to touch the soil. Right, Auntie Looming? I cannot, it remains on my mind, my head, every time I saw children. I said, I have to teach this kid like Auntie Looming has been doing. That's very, very true because it's only when you get connected with our Creator, with our God, What kind of God you have, it doesn't matter as long as you're connected with nature. And nature doesn't identify you or doesn't hold boundary. It's really limitless and no boundaries at all. Thank you, Auntie Looming, for the inspiration. That's Auntie Looming there.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Sabal. And we thank you for coming here to the Philippines and wanting to take this initiative. So thank you very much.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
Oh, and we are likewise honored as well. But of course, this afternoon's event wouldn't be complete without our generous partners and sponsors. So let's start with our sumptuous merienda stand-up by Chu, the art of catering. So as I mentioned earlier, yes.
The best. Edwin, come over, please. Edwin, it's Edwin, the fashionistas.
Yes.
I love you.
Sir Edwin, thank you very much. Thank you. And also, Philippine International Flower Festival is grateful to Ayala Malls for providing a home. Yes. That's right. Thank you very much, especially in the coming days until the festival opens in September. So that's September 19th to 22nd. Yes. So of course, at this juncture, we'd also like to call on, if you could join us here on stage, Francis Agustin, Space at One Ayala Operations Manager, and also Ms. Mela Miranda Lasange at One Ayala Marketing Manager. If you could please join us here on stage so we can talk about this partnership with the Philippine International Flower Festival. Thank you very much. Hello. All right, yes. You can take a seat. You can join me over here as well. Yeah. Okay. So without any delay, we'd like to invite our media friends to our question and answer portion. We can entertain 5 quick questions that you guys might have. So actually, I would like to get started if possible. I'd like to just ask Mr. Jerry Sabal, how did you fall in love with flowers?
Oh, wow. Because I needed money to work, to support myself. I went to New York 1992 with only, sorry to say that, I don't have money. I got only $300 per pocket. It's a very sad. Oh, sorry. So I guess it comes. So anybody who started from below, and I remember I own my company. I told my partner, Edwin, I don't want to work with forever with somebody because I know I have an extra talent that God gave me and I should utilize that. So I opened my own business. I told Edwin, my partner, I got 3,000 here, you got 5,000. Why don't we combine? It's 8,000 and start a business. Not knowing after 2 months we're broke. Yeah, too much of rent. So I had to take double job and triple job. If I need to paint, I took extra work painting stores. Any odd job that I could survive. I learned the hard way. It's not easy. That's why my story is a story of success. The most painful I had is when I went to build Plaza Hotel in New York. You know how established Plaza is, a 5-star. It's owned by Trump. So I went there and I presented my work, and the manager told me, "You're nobody. Why do you come here?" Wow, what an insult. But I didn't take it against him. I just think that maybe he's such a naive, ignorant person. But I responded by saying, my time will come, just wait. Everybody started from somewhere. That's why I said, I'll show it to you soon. I don't take negative things against other people. All you need to do is just to understand people. And that way you'll be able to forgive them And I think you learn from them also. And that's why I don't believe in there's good, there's bad in this world. Good can be bad, bad can be good, you know. It's just how you adapt to the situation. If you're smart, then you adapt it in a very positive manner. And if you're, you know, not smart, then you'll be drained with that kind of energy, which is negative energy. That's why I love flowers. It brought so much joy, you know, and that's why I said, I always ask myself, because I want to be an architect. You know, I work in an architectural firm. I don't like it in a way like, you know, I go there 9 to 5, that's it for me, you know. But with my flowers, I got a chance to mingle with a lot of people, learn so much from them. That's how I like it, you know. And my life is not easy in the States. You know how it is in New York. You're always, you're as good as your last project. And an immigrant, I was so blessed. I'm really blessed, believe me. I had my book. I'm the only Asian American who has a coffee table book. You know, yes, thank you. And published by the world's largest publishing company, Harry Abrams. And that's why, well, I took it as a blessing. I don't take it yes, I feel proud, because I feel proud that I can show to my fellow Kabatayan, look what I can do is what you can do also. I remember I went to Qatar, I was a guest of the royal family, the king, and so I told them, you know, a lot of Filipinos were saying, galing mo naman, you're Filipino, and never but then entertain Filipino, no? Like that, like I go to Palace In and Out, I said, I don't care, you know? I work with Richard Branson, Sir Richard, they're still human, the same, there's nothing different, you know? But you have to keep your pride, make sure that you always remember where you came from, and you also must learn how also to accept and give. You know, the more you give, the more you take actually. That's why I'm very proud. Not proud of my accomplishment. I'm proud that I'm still standing here talking to you guys. I just hope that I'll succeed. I have good friends that help me along the way, you know, and these people sitting here all, and I want to thank Pia also, especially the Rising Tiger. Do you each one get a magazine? Pia is our call. Please, Pia, stand up. Pia is from Bacolod. She's a philanthropist, and so we got kind of like hit it right. And I'm very proud of you, Pia, for the magazine. You know, so. There's always something to learn every day in our life, you know. It's not easy. Life is not easy, but you know, if you enjoy it, you take it positively, I don't see any reason why you will not succeed. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you very much. Because I think, you know, all of us came here today looking forward to September. We're excited, but you've given us so much inspiration and so much pride. So thank you so much for that. Now, I have a lot of other questions I could ask, but I'm going to open it up to everyone. Now, if anyone from the press has any questions, now is your chance. So I think we'll have a mic also offered out.
Don't be shy.
Okay, yeah, please don't be shy. Okay, we have the microphone over here. So if anyone has any questions, we can just get started.
I want to ask first, Ayala, since I'm working with Ayala, partnering with them, thank you for trusting me. Why do you think this project is so important to you? You know, especially with your brand and philosophy.
Well, first of all, Jerry, I would like to thank you for this opportunity because this is the first ever trade hall business that Ayala Group is venturing into. So we're very proud of this project. And partnering up with you is an honor because you're giving us a chance to showcase the space and your advocacy. We wanted to support that and we want to be part of this. So thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Mela from representing One Ayala Marketing, the marketing manager. Hello, good afternoon again to everyone. So to answer Jerry, of course, again, as Francis said, we're very pleased to mount your event here at One Ayala. So just to also give you an idea for everyone, I hope some of you is not your first time here, but for those who have already for those who are visiting One Ayala for the first time, so it's the very first, it's the newest mall of Ayala Malls here this year. So One Ayala is not just your ordinary Ayala Mall, but it's a mixed-use complex. So we'd like to take a big opportunity with the first Philippine International Flower Festival that we're holding it here to really show what One Ayala is. So One Ayala is your one-stop adventure for shopping, dining, and not just only that, but also for exploration, right? For everyone to be able to explore new experiences, new events, but we're more than just a venue, right? So we'd like to, again, we're very happy to have this very first milestone with Philip also. There you go. Yeah, so that's why we're very happy to have your event here.
I want to say something. I approached also, the owner, Mariana Sobel, but she was very kind and she loved flowers also. She said, I'm going to support you, through my friend Jared and Eva Williams. They're she's very, very nice. So I said, I'm very lucky. And I met the two angels in my life. They'll be my angels. They're married to me forever, right? Yeah, but we're still facing a lot of challenges. I'm pretty sure the reason why you're here because you want to support us. I mean, this is not about us, as I've said. We have a role to play. It's our way of giving back. Our giving back might be small, but at least if we combine all our forces, we're gonna create a better future and a better world.
Yes, that's right. Okay, I'd like to open it up once again to the press if anyone has any questions. Yes, Bob.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much. My name is Josephine, one of the bloggers. Sir, my question is first I'd like to say thank you very much. This is an awesome experience because I'm envisioning something like soon to be the Gardens by the Bay, by the Philippines initiative, and that we are educating our country about what is endemic for the Philippines and that we should be proud about it and market it all over the world. That's a very noble cause. My question then is specific to the festival. How can the attendees or the people participating experience through all those? Will there be like an interactive voice-over narrative when they press a button? It'll explain the type of flower, what it's good for, is it good for the body, is it edible, something like that.
Yeah, we'll try as much as possible, but in terms of technology, we don't have that yet, to tell you honestly. Not unless you're gonna support me and fund it. Next project, maybe next year. Who knows? We might do that. Just like in Metropolitan Museum, most museums outside. But we'll give us many informations, especially because we're trying to attract, students and children.
Yes, sir, because many families these days, they do not just choose places to bring their families just for entertainment.
Yeah.
They also want their children to be educated.
Correct.
So this is a very beautiful opportunity
Thank
for all
you.
of us to.
Yeah, just imagine Singapore, they have to bring flowers, and we all have our flowers here. Why don't we use it? Use it to our advantage. Use it to our, for our environment, for everything. That's why I said, it's a hard work, but we have to start now. No, we should not wait. I'm getting old. Getting old. I'm already 66, so So, and Franz, I'll treat you later.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I think we also have another question here. You can go ahead and get the microphone. Yep. Just behind you, both. Yes.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Armin Adino from Paidwire. I have a question for the representatives from Ayala Malls. What message do you want to impart to mall goers by hosting the festival?
So, to answer your question, what message we'd like to impart to the mall goers. Alright, so for One Ayala and of course representing Ayala Malls also as a whole, so we are also would like to establish ourselves in terms of environmental sustainability, right? That's one of our key strengths also. Again, we're not just a mall. Yes, we do have sustainable design elements here in our structure here in, especially with One Ayala. But more than that, we'd like our mall goers to have diverse experiences here in our mall. So, as you know, with Ayala Malls, we do have occasion-based events, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Easter, and so on. And we also do concerts, right? Again, in terms of community engagement. But more than that, we'd like to be to emphasize that we are one with advocacy is also similar with Sir Jerry here, that we're more than just a mall. So we'd like to impart that we are also one with his advocacy in terms of educating our mall goers, right? So not just, again, as I mentioned earlier, we're not just a shopping, dining destination, but we want people to discover, right? So again, we'd like to support Sir Jerry in his advocacy with our very first flower festival. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mama. Forgive me, may I get your full name and official designation?
Sure. I'm Mela Miranda Lasange, Marketing Manager of One Ayala.
Thank you, Mama. Can I
You're
ask
welcome.
another question? Yeah. For Mr. Sibal, I'd like to know, the media brief that we received earlier said that the festival aims to spur Philippine economic growth. May we know how the festival intends to do that?
Yes, I think, as I've said, education first and bringing information and awareness. If you have these three formulas, I think that's a sign of a growing economy. It all started from somewhere, and that somewhere should be, I do believe, it starts with education. Anywhere you go, education, education, education. And of course, it comes with education is the appreciation, And you appreciate something, you became aware. When you're aware, it opens everything, So that's why along the line, you cross that and you try, just like in our career. Like when we grow our career, I want to be this one. And the next year, I want to be somebody. And the next year, I want to be somebody. So you challenge yourself, and then after that, okay, I'm not happy yet, but probably I found happiness by doing and by sharing. That's the happiness I found lately. It's not, I'm done with building my career, I've done that. I was challenged. I'm so glad I live in New York City. It's a very diverse and it's a very open society, And they don't care whether you're Asian, But during my time 30 years ago, they don't accept Asians like what they have accept what's been going on right now. I mean, but now Asians has a voice. The same thing here right now. I was telling, like in Dangwa, just such a small community has 3 leaders and different factions. I said, you know what? You shouldn't do that. My advice for you, in order to have a very organized and effective organization, is to have one voice. In that way, the government will be able to hear you more and understand you better, and then just realize what you need from the government. Just be straightforward, and how could you work together. You don't have to wait for that. You can suggest you to break it up, like what I did. I was breaking up to because I don't feel there's something wrong. I can be very aggressive, but I'm not offensive. I try just to tell my voice. This is what I want. Because in the States, if you don't ask, you don't get. I learned that way, and I think that's what I'm trying to impart to the Filipino people, my kababayan. That's what I learned. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and do we have another question? Okay.
Hi, I'm Adam Henato, a fashion blogger. Yes. I don't know if this was discussed earlier, but I'm just reading the press release here, and it says here that we are ranking fourth in Southeast Asia in terms of growing flowers. As you all know, right, our national flowers, Sampaguita and waling-waling, among many others. How can we cultivate, Sir Jenny, how can we cultivate a culture of growing flowers in our respective gardens? Kasi let's face it, when I ask this question, kasi di ba usually families, basic units in our society, in every household, we would usually prefer to plant, vegetables, root crops for our own harvest. So, you have a very noble cause here. So how can we inspire this generation to, build a country, quote unquote, of flowers?
Yes, I think the first thing that's why I'm doing this international festival, flower festival, because I'm trying to teach people and teach them and help them understand that they're so lucky to have all these types of flowers. Let's start cultivating it. Let's start learning from it. And it starts with interest. That's why when I talked to the first lady, I said, we can help the farmers, by creating a demand. If there's a demand, then there will be a shortage of supply. It's economics. In that way, we'll be able to provide jobs, create jobs, sustainability. One thing that we cannot, and also three things that I asked the first lady also is like, help on the education, help on funding, help the farmers, and especially and invite technocrats to come here in our country to teach and partner with the local farmers. That's the only way for us to grow. Yeah. So I'm trying my best. I think there's so much things to learn here. Even me, every day I talk to people, it's a different experience. But I always take note and make sure, okay, that's my mission. But that could be my next mission, So it's a never ending, As long as we are alive here, there's so many things that we can do. And as I've said, we cannot do this alone. It has to be a whole community. Everybody should be involved in this one because it helps us, everybody. It's not about my neighbor likes that, I don't like it. No, everybody has to learn to appreciate whatever we have because it's really a blessing to have those types of. And talking about Sampaguita, who's the big supplier now? The Indians are the biggest suppliers in Sampaguita. Jasmine. Who buy them? The French. Because they're turning into perfume into multi-million-dollar business. Amazing. And that's why, I don't know if anybody who knows, of course, you all know the brand name Jo Malone, right?
Yeah.
Jo Malone is a florist in London. And she decided to have her own perfumery. That's why she's very successful. And I hope someday I will have that kind of brand too.
Sir, follow-up question now. It's a very interesting answer. So how can we make our Sampaguita global competitive commodity?
That I really have to work with the government and the private sectors. I have to research more because I'm also an advocate of Sampaguita and I love Sampaguita. I remember when I was growing up, the Sampaguitas I saw and I usually buy are those big chunks of lace, right? And now I couldn't even see one from the Sampaguita vendor. It's so hard. It's really a pity. And that's one other mission I like to do aside from waling-waling. Yeah, the Philippines is our breed, but who's earning from that one? Taiwan, Japan, and other parts of the world. Now we import Philippines orchids, and that species from us, from Davao, from other parts of the world. So that's why I think each one of us has a responsibility. If you start talking about it, and just be aware and educate yourself, I think we'll be able to do that and bring back the glory. Like I'm saying, those scientists doesn't have to go out and work in Vietnam. come back. You know, we used to have our rice research here. Now we're buying rice from other countries, right? You know, so I think we can slowly do that with the help of the government and the private sector. Do you agree? Yes.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Kim from the Daily Shipping. So, Jerry, I'm happy for you that this is finally going through or pushing through after all the months of preparation. So, I am after on the fashion show. So, what can we expect? What are the features? Do you have a specific theme, colors, or flowers that you will be using during the fashion show that we are highly anticipating?
Yes, the theme is, and also I'm not limiting anybody. Anybody who's a designer, they can use whatever they want, because you know how artists, you start limiting them, you know, you limit their creativity, you know, you limit their ability to produce beautiful cups. And so for me, anything, like I'm so crazy, I use those batik as a background. I not that I don't care about, you know, I'm afraid people will criticize it. No, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It might be beautiful for you, but it might be ugly for me, you know. But what is important is, I was very happy in doing that. The process is very important for me now. Unlike before, I'm so conscious about my lane, you know. Oh, it has to be the best of the best. I want to beat that guy because I'm better than him. No, it's no longer that way. It's not longer. It's not about me now. It's about other people, inspiring other people to create better, you know. Because as we age, our priority changes also, right? And that's why I always tell people, just be patient. Be patient. Your time will come. If it's not now, maybe in the future, but it will come. As long as we're still breathing, there's still a chance for you to grow.
Right, and I have a follow-up question. So there is something going on in Singapore next month. So how are you feeling about that? Are you somehow getting inspiration, or are you planning to see I don't know if it's a festival in Singapore, because it was just posted like a week or 2 weeks ago.
Yes. I always wanted to go. You know, last year I was invited by the Chelsea Flower Show in London.
Yes.
You know, and it's always inspiring. And I like to go because I think I have the responsibility towards my audience, towards my viewers, and towards my sponsors, that I have to give them the best. What's in now. That's why I never stop learning. I never stop doing my research. I never stop asking. I never shy asking people, how did you do that? You know, I'm not being nosy. I just felt like, oh, if I can get some information from other people, you know, and wherein I can also share, you know, the best is to get the first-hand information. But of course, you have to do your due diligence also. Make sure the information you get is the right one, you know, and make sure you're not spreading fake news here. But I'm looking forward to go to Singapore, and always wanted to study how they were able to do it, you know. Like the most countries right now, when they export, like Colombia, used to be a drug-infested country, right? Those drugs. Now the biggest flora roses exporter, and then became, you know, Ecuador. Ethiopia ships millions and millions of roses every day, you know. Colombia, Ecuador, Kenya also, you know, Vietnam. But where's Philippines? That's why I said, I think each one of us, not only me, each one, I cannot do this alone. Each one of us has the responsibility to help each other. And let's talk about it. The more we talk about it, you know, the more people will be more conscious and will get interested and educate themselves. You know? And one thing I learned is never give up your hope. You know, as long as you live, there's hope. You still can work on it. You know.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Kim. Hi. Yes, okay, so I think this might be the final question, so please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Hi, Sir Jerry. I'm Dominic Galimba. I'm with Mr. Toto Barcelona of Harvest Agribusiness Corporation.
Oh, wow, Toto is here. Hey, Toto.
Yes. By the way, I am a plant tissue culturist since 2009, and we produce different kinds of agricultural crops and horticultural crops for conservation and even production of different floriculture and foliar cultures. So my question is, how can you help us or me encouraging young ones? This is also my advocacy, by the way, to appreciate horticulture or floriculture? Or is it possible to make a venture with you?
Yes, I love to collaborate with you. Yeah, that's why I did this one because I'm trying. I'm trying to hit you. No, honestly, we have to work together. My knowledge is so limited. You have so much experience. You have so much capacity. And you're rich in information. I am not, but I only reach on ideas. We can work together if we combine our forces. And just be open. Just be transparent. As I've said, I'm very transparent. I can tell you what I know, and I'm not a perfect person, and I don't want to be a perfect person also. But I want to learn from you, and this is the best. The festival is the best because I'm so happy. Thank you for ABS-CBN and other channels who supporting me here because they do believe in the project. It's not about my friendship with them. It's about the project. The project will bring a lot of hope, a lot of expectations, yes, but a lot of challenges also. And I think everybody, like Filipinos, we're very resilient. We love to learn. We love to move forward and be positive also. So I guess thank you very much for coming today. I love to work with you. Just tell me when. Tomorrow, let's meet. If you want. I'm available. And let's work together. And we have an open space here that we can explore. It's an endless possibilities.
Thank you so much, Sir Jen.
Thank you, right?
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I guess I'll open it to one last question if anyone might have a burning question they'd like to ask. Okay, sige po. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ted Claudio from WhatsApp.ph. So I think the success of the first Philippine International Flower Festival is already given because it's the first one and with all the excitement that we see in the room. So my question will be, will this be only here in Manila or for the second one, you're planning to roam it to the different regions like in Visayas and in Mindanao?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I got a lot of invitations, but I wanted to start it here in Manila because I think it's easier for me, So the next plan is to really do a satellite, maybe Cebu, Davao, or whatever, whoever will welcome us, We can work with them. And Ayala Malls. Ayala Malls, yeah. There's a plan. But of course, it all depends on the budget. Remember, this is not an easy one because this is a self-financed thing. A lot of my friends have been telling me, people say, you're not going to succeed. There's no project in this world that succeeded in the first time. But I'm not saying that I want to prove them wrong. I'm not here to prove, I don't need to prove anything here. What is important for me is I love doing this one. I enjoy it. It's my passion, It's not about money. Of course, money is very important. I need the support. That's why I'm calling you guys to help me here. I cannot do this alone. But I think let's prove them wrong, For me, as long as you have a vision, you have an idea, and you are persevere in everything that you like to do, and you're at it, there's nothing, I think there's no reason for you not to succeed. Am I right? That's how I go to understand, because I lived with nothing before. Believe me, nothing. I only have $1 in my pocket, you know, and I was able to survive, you know. That's why I learned how to survive. I'm a survivor. That's why I will tell myself, never give up hope. Those people who give up hope are losers, you know. But each one of us has its own role to play in this world, you know. You just have to think that maybe the time is not yet the right time. You just have to wait. And every time I design something, I always keep it to myself. Maybe I'm not going to use it now, but next year I'll be able to use it, you know. And that's why what happened to me, like when Sir Richard Branson invited 10 best designers in the whole United States, I was surprised he picked mine, you know. And those are the compilations of my drawings and my work and my inspiration, you know, because New York City is so fun. You know, you walk out, you go to the subway, you see different characters, different personalities. And I would sketch, I would imagine a story, create a story. You never thought that it would help me also, you know. So anything is a possible thing. Just don't limit yourself because you never know what holds for you out there. Not until you try it. Yeah.
Yeah, for the younger ones, actually, they love flowers going around the different places in the Philippines. There are so many success stories of like the one in the Benguet. People love to take pictures, Instagrammable pictures with flowers, and even in the rest of the Philippines. So I think the flowers will be a really very successful event because of especially if you make spaces for them to do Instagrammable posts.
Yes, I hope. And also, I need you guys, the Manila people, these people, we need you to spread the good words, you know. And I think if we create an environment through flowers, I think we're gonna have a very happy life. Right? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes. Now, speaking of, Instagrammable things, now, an exciting part of this afternoon's gathering also includes the